I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, to creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. Testing, 1, 2, 3. So you guys, this is my third time recording this, and the last time I ended it with because I didn't like how I shifted. So here we are again, coming in raw and real. So you know I am a human, not a marketing robot. Katrina Julia here, inviting my creators and CEOs to the Creators and CEOs Launch Like a Boss with AI and Chat GPT Masterclass. I will take you through business to business, emails, content creation, AI, Chat GPT, and more. Just like I've been talking through in the show, but you'll have me live in living color. And not only will I be on the Zoom, but I will also go back and watch the re-recording in case I have any other added value. If you can't make it for any reason, you get access to the recording. And then also, if you click the link, you get access to a bonus video as well. So I hope to see you there on Friday, November 17th. And I can't wait to see how you create it like a boss. How ClickUp, the #1 project management tool, helps me run my life to create it like a boss. Likely, as you've been listening to and through some of these episodes, or if you've been tuning in for a while, you might be wondering, how in the world does she keep this all together? You're not alone, friends. I asked myself that. I asked God that. My mom asked me that. And I've always been like this. I remember even as a little girl, like I have this vivid memory that I had all these books. I had this twin size bed. I was about 6 years old. I think my brother had either just been born or was about to be born. And I remember my mom would always come to tuck me in. And behind the twin size bed, or attached to it, I had this 2-level or 2-tiered bookcase. And I remember I had all my teddy bears, and I remember like I had them all named, and I would teach them and run class. And I had all these books. And I remember I had all these different books open. And my mom would sometimes say to me, like, how are you reading all these books? How do you know what's going on in them? Like, you can't know what's going on in all of them. And I was like, yes, I do. And then I would point to this book and I would give her exactly like down to the detail what was happening. And this one. And then she would ask me, how do you like, why, like, because my mom isn't like that. Like, my dad is more like that. So he understood that part of me, but my mom isn't. And she would be like, why are you like that? Or how do you, operate like that? I was like, I love being like that. Like, it's exciting and stimulating, and I love learning new things, and I love creating new things. So I've always been like that, and it's always brought me an incredible joy. And when I realized back in corporate that I had steered away from that, and I was stifling and surrendering and succumbing and allowing the world to cap my limitlessness and my creativity, I realized that that was one of the things that was missing. However, even when I looked back in one of my prior corporate roles where I was an exec and a chief audit executive and creating an internal audit department from scratch and helping take a company public, I realized where even as I kickstarted and jump-started that role and that function, one of the things I did was create a project plan with 10 focal points. And even I remember even the CFO and the CEO going, and the CEO like, how in the world do you keep all this bleep straight? And I was like, actually, I love it. And so many people would say, niche down, focus. You don't get results like that. And actually, for me, you guys, usually always been the opposite. So I'll tell you why I just used that language. So in the past, in corporate, always it was 6 to 8 figure results on a repeat, thriving in that kind of flow. And as an entrepreneur, I've struggled to get to that. And what I realized was fundamentally, I believed others were worthy, I wasn't. And then I also believe that, oh, I could create this for others and I could help them create what they love and make money and have freedom, but I couldn't do it for myself. So there's been so much spiritual prayer, mental work that I've been putting in this year from a state of being, becoming, embodying, embracing my feminine, that has been absolutely incredible. At the same time, let me go back to ClickUp. So I've used over 7 to 10 project management tools in my lifetime. And I can tell you, as of right now, by far, ClickUp is my favorite for several reasons. And this is not sponsored yet, full disclaimer. Number one, I love the ease of use. Like I first implemented, I had switched from, I think, Meister at the time in 2020. I had implemented ClickUp on my own in 2020. And I love that they had a getting started guide, which I literally set up like my CRM, client or customer relationship management, and a pipeline with proposals and different aspects, our estimates of launches versus actual from a marketing standpoint. I set up the operational tasks, whether it was things, with social media, whether it was research, whether it was blogs, whatever the case was. And then, so one, ease of use, or one, getting started, two, ease of use and scaling with VAs, three, is their dashboard. I love, love, love their dashboard and the widgets that you can pull in the different data from what they call spaces to give yourself as a creator to a CEO a glance of what is happening, in the business and or your life. And I actually use ClickUp for both personal and professional. So I have a dashboard on the personal side, 7 steps to success: the spiritual, mental, emotional, relational, playful, physical, and financial. And I tie that to my Create 7, which I dive deep into my Create It Monthly, into my retreats, and then also a dashboard that ties to the business that shows me, what's happening at a glance on whether it's launches, whether it is pipeline, whether it is dollars in leads, amounts of leads, activity, etc. So that helps me hone in on focus on what is happening. The other thing about ClickUp is that I also want to tie into this is they added this, I think, a couple months ago. Oh, side note, they do have integrated AI as well, and they are on the brink of 3.0 and increasing things like visibility. They're always improving, which is another reason why I love it. And I'm actually also a ClickUp VIP, and I also already have one certification with ClickUp as well. So if you work with me, whether it is, in Create It Monthly in our monthly subscription, whether it is coming away on a retreat, like our Bali New Year, New You retreat that you can find in the link in the show notes, whether it is, with the Black Friday toolkit, I also highlight ClickUp. So it's also on my YouTube video. That, and also with the retreats, that's something that we do in our workshops, because anything I do, whether it is my own business or whether it is within Create It Monthly, the retreats, other things that I'm launching, everything is in ClickUp, or anything that's on the horizon. And then also, like with in the future, like Creator to CEO, or Creator to CEO, or 7 ways to make 7K, or the lifestyle VIP or lifestyle mastermind that's going to be for creators to CEOs that are really serious, that crave creating community and cash to take their business to a business in 2024 and beyond. We'll be launching as well. Like everything I have and create is housed in ClickUp. And then the other thing is I reinforce it. So I reinforce it for focus. So the other thing I was going to mention with ClickUp is they have a lineup that they trademark, and it's on my front page with ClickUp, and it's a prioritized order of tasks for each person. So now you know each person's main focus and priority. And so, for example, mine is B2B to C, business to business to consumer. And within that, I have 90 days to 2024, where I'm tracking on a daily basis for my own accountability what I am doing, how I'm prioritizing, how I'm focused from the primary project to the launches to scaling to delegating everything. Then I have B2C to B, business to consumer to business. So that goes into then say first business to consumer. So that's like social media, that's blogs, that's podcasting, then emails, then the business part and using the IO or the our LinkedIn Navigator, Apollo tools I mentioned on a couple episodes before. And then also, you guys, this is something, of course, that if you work with me as your fractional CMO or CMO/CFO, because if you didn't know, I'm also a CPA. I've also created finance departments from scratch, helped companies go public, sat on boards of directors. So my brain is wired for both. My brain is both left brain and right brain with creativity, but also analytical. Also, I joke, but not joke, that my head is in the clouds, but my feet are on the ground. And even though this year and prior years have been very, very challenging and humbling from not yet seeing the align consistent stable results that I would love to see already in finances and cash flow, I'm also very grateful for the humble pie, for the acceleration, for the alignment, for the discipline, for the creativity that I know, and the drive that I know, and the faith that I know that I know that I know that none of this fruit from our creator would be possible without this journey. So wherever you are in your journey, I just want to share that to encourage you. So that lineup has those two components plus my focus on creating a minimum 5-figure launch and stabilizing that. I've already had and stabilizing that like consistently. So that gives you some insights into ClickUp. And then I reinforce and replicate this through my 90 days to 2024 document, through my Google Calendar, and I am in ClickUp every single day. So if you work with me as your fractional CMO, for example, this is something that I would create for your business and involve you in every step of the way with your business, with your vision, with your marketing, and then also the dashboard. And then if you come away with me and with us on the Bali New Year, New You retreat, this is something that you're going to dive deep into as well. Among the adventure, among the vision creating, among the creating a life and business you love, the wellness workshops, the wealth workshops, the marketing workshops, the business plans, the adventures, the mornings, the flow that you're going to experience, the just so much more is coming on that. So would love to know if you use ClickUp already or other tools like this and how you choose to create it. Leave a review on the show so I can shout you out. Drop your Instagram handle, tag me on social, tag ClickUp at Katrina Julia Fit, at ClickUp, at Create It Today. And as always, friends, remember, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to. Are you looking for a fractional CMO like a boss to create your marketing like a boss from A to Z for creators to CEOs and mission-based brands? I've gotten the opportunities to work with brands like Google, Airbnb, Thrive Global, Kajabi, ClickUp, Activate, Simple Truth, and much, much more. A fractional CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, is for creators to CEOs and mission-based brands to create and scale marketing like a boss with foundation, stability, and growth with strategy, structure, and systems limitlessly. A marketing roadmap from A to Z for the year, B2B, business to business development, integration seamlessly with business to consumer, meaning digital marketing, your emails, social media, influencer marketing, content creation, while creating and scaling your marketing function with freedom, flow, and focus. Some of the reviews say Katrina is an amazing person, super focused and goal oriented. I had both the pleasure and the opportunity to work with her with creating my business from scratch. She helped me simplify tasks and focus on priorities, which reduced immensely the amount of time it would have taken me to set up our community. Whether you are looking to set up a business, marketing, run events, travel tips, or change in your lifestyle, she's got you covered. Gabrielle and Veronica at Vega Community Honduras. So, what does strategy and structure and systems mean in terms of what we are talking about with fractional CMO? From A to Z, you will get implementation and execution of the foundation of a marketing function. In the first month, you will receive an annual roadmap, financial projections, B2B to C priorities in a modern marketing world, and a review, an audit of your existing marketing activities. So you will know, hey, this is working. This is what you're doing great. This is what we get to tweak. This is what we get to shift. And this is what we get to implement. This alone takes some CMOs, chief marketing officers, that command over $200,000 a year. Okay, let me say that again. $200,000 plus a year, about 90 days or more to execute. That means most of the time, this is costing companies about, give or take, $60,000 to even get to that, okay? And trust me, I know from working with corporate Fortune 500 companies, projects, sitting on a board of directors, and much more. We do it for less than 5% on average and in your first month. The ROI alone is over 3,000%, not to mention the time, the frustration, the headaches that you don't go through anymore, and the results that will happen and how you will feel to have it handled. The foundation highlights the strategy of the fractional CMO, where you will get the roadmap, the 90-day to annual plan, the B2B to C priorities, and project management. That's where we start to implement your structure and your dashboard, which leads me to stability. Helps you have clarity, education, and direction every step of the way in your marketing. You will be in awe and wonder of the creation and implementation of your marketing with B2B to C strategies and structure in the first 90 days. From the B2B to C, the business to business to consumer strategy, to the strategy, structure, and systems tracking results on a dashboard, you will finally feel the confidence you have been craving, my friends, in your marketing. You will receive consistent communication from myself and the community to let you know exactly where things are. All the chaos and the confusion will be gone, and you will be left with solely clarity and calm, creativity, and confirmation of the results that are happening and on the way. You will learn and see firsthand implemented over 7 platforms and communities and technology to increase the awareness, value, and growth of your brand. Step by step, you will see and learn how to structure your business by sharing your business in an authentic way. Business development platforms, how to pitch long-term business deals and them done for you. Access to lists, how to stay stable and consistent and abundant with all the moving parts. I am not available for scarcity, lack, confusion, doubt, and disbelief, my friends. That is part of what you're also going to get with some of the bonuses with the lifestyle and mindset and wellness programs too. The stability section highlights the structure of marketing where you will see your B2B2C strategies with checklists, with templates, with technology, with platforms, with communities, with social media, with influencer marketing, and how to launch. I can't tell you how many CEOs, COOs, CMOs that I've run across, and most of them aren't even integrating but 40% of this. And then they're adding in budgets for social and influencer and literally paralyzed or afraid themselves that they don't have the skill sets or not aligning to the right communities and the right teams and not bringing the value to the company, to the creator, and to the board of directors. Systems. Growth will give you the final pillar in fractional CMO like a boss to show you, if you're not convinced yet, the limitless possibilities. You will experience firsthand the step-by-step process to automate your business, integrate new revenue streams limitlessly, access and assess existing profit margins, line up your launch like a river, like a waterfall, integrate sponsorships, products, placements, creating events and or retreats. Yes, I am limitless and a fractional CMO is limitless. The growth section highlights the systems of the fractional CMO, where you will get the roadmap, the weekly to annual plan, automation and delegation tips, tools, and tech, scaling your business, influencer marketing like a boss, events and retreats, how-tos, and depending on the plans you choose, a VA aligned to your team. Marissa with App Postcards to Seattle says she attended the Costa Rica retreat and got to rebuild, reframe, and scale her brand. You can dive deep, step by step, into the strategy, structure, and systems via the link in bio and scroll down to the fractional CMO like a boss. You will see things highlighted, like you can take the assessment for free. Then beyond that, some of the bonuses in strategy overall includes plus bonuses, personal branding, online presence, tips, tools, and tech. Bonuses include the assessment and annual plan of your existing strategy and marketing, B2B2C strategy to systems, updates, calls, strategy recommendations on both ends, modern marketing, plus the monthly membership in Create It is included so that your mindset, your wellness, your marketing, your business, and travel is aligned to help you co-create a life and business you love with freedom. In structure, we are focusing on stability with monetizing in 8+ ways: vision, goal setting and tracking, your finances, your marketing, your platform, and your pitches. Bonuses include incredible tips and tools and financing, pricing tips and tech, web expansion, freebies list and examples, new and existing revenue evaluation and implementation, B2B2C launches and how they flow seamlessly, social media strategy and scaling, the time, frustration, and wasted money you would have spent, priceless. Systems, growth, the limitless ways a fractional CMO may help you build your brand to limitless growth for years to come. Includes scaling with automating and delegating, leveling up to scale to online courses, launch lineups to integrate it all from B2B to C, influencer marketing like a boss, live events, and retreats. Some bonuses include social media subscription with captions and pictures with social curator, products and bundling, implementing your VA, sponsorships and placements, upgrade options for content bundles to have your service or products filmed personally by me or the team in local and or international destinations, and or upgrade to attend our transformational retreats to immerse yourself in the community and create and learn firsthand, and or bring your team, and or have me do a co-creative retreat for your team personally. Cindy Boulanger says, Katrina has been a remarkable contributor in most areas of my 3 tourism brands in Costa Rica. Creative, productive, and organized. She contributed to marketing communication by blog posts and press releases, boosting website SEO, increasing visibility of online content, marketing materials to attract customers, creating experiences on Airbnb, contacting grants and investors, and social recommendations, and many other ways to improve the business. In less than a week, she probably execute tasks that could be normally done in a month. I had a hard time catching up with her in my own company. These are not my words, friends. These are people that have worked with me firsthand and very closely. Along with her enthusiasm and positive energy, she is always a step ahead, constantly brings great business ideas, but most importantly, I would say I know how to create it. She says she knows how to execute them. Her time is so well organized between the various responsibilities. She balances competing needs with a lot of professionalism. Besides, she is an outstanding digital writer with a creative approach. She is always ready for new challenges and writing opportunities. You will be impressed by her deep passion and commitment. It seems to be so easy for her to put the right words to the right places for everything to flow. The articles, the tour descriptions, the blog posts, and press releases she wrote goes far beyond my expectations. As a perfectionist, multi-brand owner herself, Katrina could always understand perfectly what I wanted without much explanation. Side note, I'm not a perfectionist. I'm a recovering perfectionist, you guys, but I am absolutely driven by service, purpose, passion, and high quality and progress. Thanks to Katrina, I can see progress, more revenues, and I am more motivated than ever to follow her business plan, which even allows me to take more time to myself. I highly recommend Katrina's marketing services. It is the push everybody needs to lift a business in the twinkling of an eye. I will definitely work with her again. So definitely check out the landing page that I mentioned, and you will see a lot of frequently asked questions that you can dive in deep there, the free assessment that I mentioned, and then the breakdown of the CMO monthly options. And then once you complete the assessment, we will reach out for a 30-minute strategy call to answer any final questions and then get you started. And then go from there to have you sign up for the monthly retainer and the onboarding call. I can't wait to see how you create it next. All the free chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.